Nice to have you this morning. I'd mentioned during the tease that you're sort of part of the reopening trade, so to speak. So, Richard, give us a quick rundown on market activity, where you're seeing what the level of activity is, and in what markets.
Yeah, it turns out, David, that we in the shelter business are really lucky. We didn't know when this first hit and the fog was thick where this was going to go. We didn't know if the real estate market would just seize up like an engine without oil. And so we were scared, and we took really quick protective actions to protect the enterprise, to protect our investors, our partners, and our employees. And so we took those actions, and it put us in a really good position. But what we've seen since the beginning of this thing is that people spending all this time at home seems to have driven this a large amount of demand and restlessness that first manifested itself in really heavy shopping behavior. We're seeing shoppers to for sale homes on the Zillow sites, which get 200 million unique users a month. We're seeing shopping traffic on those homes that are for sale go up 50% year over year now. So in the midst of the peak fear, I guess, demand went way down, and we've seen a slow, steady climb back to what I would say is almost an abnormal market now, with people interested in moving.
Right. Do you see them following through? Is it your expectation they will? I know that you've opened your own home buying in Phoenix, Tucson, Arizona, in parts of North Carolina as well. Is this just a lot of looking, or does it result in your experience in what will be a sale?
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing, as you move down the shopping funnel, if shopping is at the top and the transaction is at the bottom, clearly history shows that shopping leads transactions. And that is what we've seen. Week by week, we've seen the transactions bounce off the bottom and come up too. They dropped to about 45% below what we would have expected in late March and in April, and are back up 50% off of that now. That may be an exaggeration. That's only 25% net, but effectively way up from that. Certainly not back up to normal levels, and we see a slow but steady. Our economist team sees a slow but steady return of transactions towards the end of the year to what they estimate is just over 90% of what normal would have been by December. That is what we are seeing. It could be different, though, David. I've got this theory that I'm calling the Great Reshuffling. That we're spending so much. I've seen you in your home, most every day. I think you're working out of your living room or your dining room, and clearly there are no kids running around. I'm in my bedroom. Okay, because I have kids running around doing Zoom school.
Yeah.
Well,
mine are older, not able to keep them upstairs. Yeah.
Well, you look really good for having that older kids, David.
Thank you.
But mine are running around. So I'm in my bedroom, and this typifies. I want a home office. Okay, maybe you do too. It doesn't look like you're in an office, but I want a home. My dad had a home office, and I never saw the need for one in the modern day, but I actually do now. And so I think it's that kind of thinking where people want to reconstruct their homes, where they're spending so much time. This home is sanctuary. This home for family. This home, this home is shelter. If you think about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, I don't know if business school or psych type people out there remember that, but the top of the pyramid of Maslow's hierarchy is self-actualization. It's art. Shelter. The very bottom is the basics. It's food and shelter. Okay, and it turns out we are really together, all of us right now, focused on food and shelter. That could be a decent proxy for Jim's, COVID index, actually. What's in that bottom rung of Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Anyway, that's driving a whole bunch of agitation to move, to get a second place if I hadn't had one. The people that didn't buy a second home are really regretting they didn't have a second home right now.